I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
It was a hard race, one of the hardest I've ever fought.
Palm Coast Mayor Melissa Holland wins a second term. Holland defeated challenger Alan Lowe, garnering 53% of the vote.
I am always looking to work collaboratively with everyone in the community, and I think it's time we lock arms and move this city forward. We've got great opportunities in front of us. It's about the people of Palm Coast, it's about our residents, and it's really about them.
And her role as leader of council is going to get interesting after a strong critic wins a seat. Ed Danko beat out Sim Jones with 60% of the vote. Danko says he's in favor of the public-private partnership that will bring the University of North Florida's MedNex project to Palm Coast, but
I'm just not in favor of spending $1.5 million of the taxpayers' money, especially after what we've been through with COVID-19 and how our businesses have suffered and our constituents have suffered. People have lost their job. They've lost a lot of income. I don't think we should be reaching into the taxpayers' pocket to fund a project like this.
Mayor Holland fired back, but could barely get a word in edgewise over Danko's criticisms.
The budget's already been approved this year, so the money's already been allocated.
And you raised taxes once again, Melissa. You've raised taxes, and we should have rolled it back. This is the year to be looking for places where we can make cuts. And I've said this during the election, and I mean this, and I will be saying this for the next 4 years. I'd rather drink antifreeze than raise taxes.
Victor Barbosa and incumbent Nick Kloufas also won their Palm Coast City Council races. Flagler County Commissioner Donald O'Brien beat two independent candidates to take home 64% of the vote.
It's reflective of a lot of work over the 4 years. I try to show up every day, and I think that's what it's telling us, and I'm real humbled by it.
Former school board member Andy Dance will also join the county commission. He says he looks forward to focusing on the future.
Definitely looking forward to starting the conversation on revisiting the strategic plan. And then I think we have an opportunity also to look at opening up the land development code and the comp plan and seeing how we can improve both of those.
Sheriff Rick Staley easily won his re-election bid, taking home 70% of the vote over challenger Larry Jones. He tells WNZF he's honored to have another 4 years.
It's exciting to know that the public and the voters recognize the hard work that the men and women of the Sheriff's Office have done for our community with that kind of crime reduction and the many new programs.
U.S. Congressman Michael Waltz, State Senator Travis Hudson, and State Rep Paul Renner, all who represent Flagler County, also handily won their re-election bids. Local officials are hailing the efforts of the Flagler County Health Department as they continue to battle the COVID-19 crisis. John Arking has the details.
Flagler County Commissioner Charlie Erickson says he and others in county government recently had a close call with COVID.
Late last week, some of us received a phone call from one of the departments here that a person who was in the office tested positive. And with the help of the health department, we put together that location down at the airport down there and tested all of the people that may have been exposed. And it was a heck of an effort in a very short period of time reacting to a potential big problem. But it just shows the commitment of the people here in Flagler County to take care of its own. And when something itches, they scratch it.
Which prompted Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord to describe how his department works with local health officials.
Our partners, and again, EM doesn't do the medical side of it. That's why we have our big partner group. Our health partners, EMS, they have been very nimble. As we've had the super spreader event that happened up at the social club and stuff like that, they've been very nimble, popping up extra testing sites when needed to help target special populations. And we've had nursing facilities with positives. They've run in with a team and tested everybody in the facility. So it's an amazing team that I have the pleasure of working with to keep this going.
The super spreader event Lord was referencing there was at the social club of Palm Coast in late August, in which dozens of people were infected and connected to at least 2 deaths. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Flagler County Sheriff's deputies save a man from a burning vehicle after a crash. Karen Johnson reports.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office responded to a traffic crash a few days ago on Old Kings Road North in Palm Coast. A silver vehicle had heavy front-end damage and was on fire. The vehicle had struck a City of Palm Coast street sweeper, causing approximately $10,000 in damages. FCSO Watch Commander Jason Neat arrived on scene and saw a man and a woman attempting to pull the unresponsive driver from the vehicle.
Well, we have deputies here that pulled you out of the driver's seat while the vehicle was crashed, while you were pinned under the steering wheel.
Deputy Gonzalez then used his agency fire extinguisher to attack the flames while waiting for Palm Coast Fire Department to arrive. Another passenger of the vehicle was also on the scene with blood on his face and appeared disoriented from the wreck. The driver of the vehicle was later identified as 28-year-old Ari Waffle. Waffle was unsteady on his feet and made statements that he was intoxicated. Deputies asked Waffle if he would be willing to complete field sobriety exercises, and he agreed. Waffle was not able to successfully complete any of the field sobriety exercises he attempted, and then told deputies that he would not perform any additional exercises without his lawyer present. Waffle was taken into custody and charged with DUI with property damage. He was booked into the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility, where he's being held on a $2,500 bond. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.